I always wanted to meet people who were for the war, to ask them, why are you for the war? Everyone I meet in New York, they would say, we marched against the war. It was just so wrong. Everyone was against it. It didn't make sense to me. It's like, so how did it happen? Why did it happen? But they would say, it wasn't us who backed this war. It wasn't us who wanted it to happen. It's the people down south in the Midwest. If you go there, you'll find the answer.
Were you nervous?
I don't think I was, because I didn't give it much thought. I didn't have much expectations. Like, I know where I came from now, today. If you go back to Iraq and you piss someone off, the worst thing that they chop their head off, basically. I know that can't happen here.
Right.
I think.
When the soldiers come onto the lot and they tell me they've been to Iraq, I say, well, tell me the real story, what's going on. And they talk about the good, and then there are a lot of Iraqi people that come up to them and thank them for being there. When you believe in something, when you believe in freedom for another person, you would die for it. That's what these guys are doing. They're dying so you can have freedom, so your people can have freedom.
What is freedom?
Is being able to walk outside and say something, not be fearful.
But now you can't even walk outside in the first place. Because you're gonna get killed. And me as an Iraqi and what my family and all Iraqis I know think, they used to think they used to live in hell, and now they say, you know what, that was heaven in fact, and this is hell.
But you weren't free.
I like George Bush because I think deep down in his heart, I think that he is a good person. He would do anything to protect this country. I mean, I truly believe that.
Don't you think that this is a bit selfish to say he's going to do anything to protect the country, no matter, and you don't care what happens anywhere else?
It's extremely selfish, but I'd rather my home be protected than someone else's home be protected, and it is very selfish.
How is your home going to be protected by having people in Iraq dying?
True.
How is that protecting your home?
That's a good point. I don't know.
And you're serving in the military?
Yeah, Marine Corps.
Oh, Marine. Yeah. Okay, what unit?
Yeah, I was at good old Abu Ghraib prison.
What was your take when you were there?
They told us we were going to Iraq, and we're Marines. We were trained to kill the enemy and help the innocent people, and that's what I went there, and that's what I did.
So there have obviously been hundreds of thousands of Iraqi civilians who were killed since the invasion. How do you feel about that? Do you even think about it?
It's war. It happens.
How did Iraq do anything bad to America? What did Iraq do that hurted you personally?
Kill my friends.
After you went there?
Yeah.
Okay, no, but before going there, what did they do?
They flew 2 planes into my hometown.
Who did?
It's terrorists. You got terrorists in Afghanistan, you got them in Iraq, you got them in Syria. We got to get rid of all of them.
Do you think you were able to get rid of all of them?
I think if we try hard enough, we can.
But by the end of the day, do you feel good about what you're doing?
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
I don't feel bad.
One of my cousins I'm so close to is over there right now, and I disagree, kind of that he's having to be over there. But yeah, I understand he's fighting for Americans' freedom, so I support the war.
Do you believe that he's fighting for American freedom? How is he fighting for American freedom?
I would say he's fighting so that we can keep our freedoms. We already have the freedoms.
How is him being there?
If you just try and say, well, they're helping us keep our freedoms, then it makes it okay in my mind that he's there.
People have chose what they want to hear. They chose what they want to listen to, which is what's going to make their life easier. Everybody hears what is easier for them to believe. Tori.
Yes.
Right? So why don't you tell me first how old you are and what do you do?
I'm 11 years old. I'm homeschooled. I've been waiting to apologize to an Iraqi for the past 3 years. I'm sorry for the way we walked into your country acting like we owned it.
That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much.
I'm really sorry about that. Well,
what do you want to do when you grow up first?
Well, I want to be a psychologist, and then I want to be president.
You want to be president?
2032.
2032, President Tori. So why don't you tell me about your parents? What do they do?
Well, my dad's in the Army, and he's over in Iraq right now.
Your father is in Iraq? So for you, it's actually, I mean, the war in Iraq has affected you personally.
Yes.
So how did it affect you as a kid growing up?
Well, I've always felt the same way about the war, but now my perspective has changed because I was always against it, but now it's different because my dad is over there. Now I've got, like, the backstage pass.
And do you worry about your dad being there?
Yes, every day. He tells me how much he misses me every day.
And you probably miss him a lot too.
Mm-hmm. I always tell him I miss him more.